Hi everybody, Mike with Enviroscape LA, and I'm here today to talk to you about the sustainable garden for California. It's going to have elements of native, drought-tolerant plantings. It's going to have elements of drip irrigation, but it doesn't mean that it has to be boring. In fact, I wouldn't call a water feature boring. First off, let's start out with the grass. Now, everybody in LA seems to be, Southern California actually, seems to be taking out the grass. In fact, that's what we did here. We took out the old grass. But grass is not the villain, just the wrong type of grass. The grass we just installed here this week, it's a native lawn. Wait a minute. People are thinking, don't we take out lawn and put in native plants? Wait a minute. Your brain starts frying. Native lawn, that's right. There is a native lawn that exists. We happen to put it in with sod, so this is what it looks like when it's first put in. It doesn't have any roots on it because they cut it, and we put it here, we soak it like crazy first couple of weeks, and then the roots start to penetrate in. Once they penetrate in, you start lowering the water. By the way, I mentioned water because this is watered with drip irrigation. Drip irrigation are tubes that are underneath the ground every 12 inches. So we water it with drip irrigation, and when the water turns on, capillary reaction pulls the water from one emitter to another, waters the whole bottom. So let me show you though, we're in the middle of the process, but we're somewhat finishing up here. Wanted to show you this. This is a fountain. It's a gorgeous fountain. It's part of what I call the fun of the landscape, but it's not just fun, it's an essential part of a water-wise garden because you want to attract the birds, the butterflies, the beneficials. Folks, it's not about just saving water. If you wanted to do that, just being a tractor with blacktop in, you can blacktop everything and save water. No, it's about having fun, it's about creating an environment for wildlife and create something of beauty. So this is definitely going to be that. I can imagine some sparrows or hummingbirds sitting right here in the ridge, taking a drink, and then fluttering off. Maybe even taking a bath. But it's okay because it recirculates. It has an automatic water fill, so it's never going to run out of water. And I wanted to also show you a few things here. Here's the California friendly plant. This is actually California native. It's the milkweed, the only food for the monarch butterfly. This right here is a lamb avocado. Doesn't quite get as big. Look at the size of this avocado right here. Wow. Thing is huge. And it was just installed this week. It's already got a big avocado on it. They don't get quite as big. They only get about 8 to 10 feet, but it gets those really great tasting avocados on them. We have a whole host here of just native or drought tolerant California friendly plants. And you can see the drip irrigation. I wanted to make this video to show you what drip irrigation looks like before we put the mulch on. And the reason we're going to put mulch on it is because the mulch is food for the soil. You want to create living soil, and the way you do that is by putting mulch down, and the mulch eats the soil up. It creates things like stuff called mycorrhizae. You don't have to remember this, and beneficial bacteria. Bottom line is it creates living soil. So we're going to we'll do a follow-up video that will show you what it looks like once it's all done, once it's completely done. You notice the drip irrigation is about 12-inch spacing. Here we staple it down with these 6-inch staples right here every few feet or so, and it's just going to be a great work of art. Look at the grass. It's a native grass. Best part about this grass, you don't have to mow it. That's right. You don't have to mow this grass. That's why they call it Mow Free Native Lawn. So wanted to just share this with you. I'd love to come back 6 months, a year from now when it's grown in. It's going to be absolutely stunning. Next spring, it'll be Sunset magazine quality. So Mike from Enviroscape LA. Together, we're going to defy the drought. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.